2020 has been such a rough year for a lot of us, and for photographers such as myself. In the beginning of lockdown, I lost so much money I couldn't even think or imagine of any strategy or a tactic to bring me back to some kind of normalcy in my income. So with this newfound amount of time on my hands, I decided to pour more into this YouTube channel where I could teach people about photography and running a business. And with all this hard work and a stroke of luck from the algorithm, my channel blew up and I found a lot more business on my end. And I actually learned a ton of new practices and principles, so I'm very happy to share how to price your photography business in 2021. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to this channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chris Chu. I'm a photographer and videographer based out here in the Bay Area of California. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some tips and a couple of principles that I learned during quarantine and during my busy summer of doing a lot of gigs that came from certain people watching this YouTube channel. And I'm very blessed to have people hiring me from these clownish internet videos that I put up. And before I continue, make sure that you subscribe and like this video and comment down below. I just looked at my analytics yesterday and 75% of the people who watch my videos are not even subscribed, and only 25% of my views are coming from people who are subscribers. So please subscribe for this video if you want to learn more about like photography business stuff and how-tos and other fun videos. So make sure you do that. And lastly, with a disclaimer that the things that I'm about to say, the things that I'm about to teach are based off of my own experience. I am not an expert about pricing. I'm not an expert about photography or videography businesses. These are just simply things that I learned very recently and that I want to share with you guys, because all the knowledge that's out there is not mine. Like, it's not unique to me. So I want you guys to hear what I have to say based off of my own thing and then like tailor it to your own experience. And without further ado, let's get into tip number one, which is you should start getting into commercial photography now. And here's a little tip about how you should price that. The reason why I say commercial photography is big now is because during this decline of in-store or in-person retail, companies are kind of going through like a great awakening that, oh, digital assets are very valuable right now. Photos, videos for our social media, photos, video assets for our website, and our digital marketing. That's like really important right now, because with the whole global situation right now, the vaccine's rolling out, but I don't think anytime soon like things will just go back to normal. So companies right now are actually looking for commercial photographers and commercial videographers to build them a whole set, a whole asset archive or whatever, and you should start getting into that. So start building out your portfolio right now of like products that you would like to shoot, like whether that's like beauty products or cars or car parts or shoes or clothing. Make sure you do like maybe a 3 to 5 like solid photo set, update your website, and only tailor it for commercial photography. And then if you're a photographer, you should kind of include some commercial videos in there as well, so you can upsell the client on that. And one single tip that I'll share with you guys right now is that you should price based on the assets that you give them and how they're going to use it. Keyword on the how. So what exactly do I mean by that? This past summer, I've been very blessed to have a couple lucrative opportunities that yielded me like a couple 5-figure contracts ranging from like $15,000 and up. And the reason why I was able to charge that much is that the photography and videography assets that I'm giving them is not crazy different from like what I usually do on my own end with like other people. It's just I was able to charge them a lot higher for that because these are startups in the Bay Area, and my assets are going to be seen by a lot of people and by a lot of consumers, and based off of my assets, those companies, my clients, are going to be making money off of that. So say for example, you meet somebody and they're like, hey, can you do video for us? Can you do photos for us? You should ask them like, where are my photos and videos going to be? Are they going to be like printed out and like sent to like residents across the nation? Is it going to be international? Is it just going to be web use? Is it going to be like purely online video use? It's going to be on YouTube advertisements? Is it going to be on TV? Like, these are questions that you have to start asking the client when it comes to commercials, because if you charge like your regular family amount, like you say for example you charge like $300 for a family photo shoot for an hour, and this commercial client is like saying, hey, this photo shoot is only going to be for an hour and it's going to be on this hairspray, like, can you do it for an hour? What's your rate? And if you say $300, you are going to destroy yourself, because these companies are going to be making so much money off the assets that you're giving them. So please ask them so many questions about where this is going to go, and then just shoot for the moon. Just shoot for the moon. And if your portfolio is robust enough, they will either say, hey, your price is good, we're gonna go for it, or B, oh, your price is kind of high, but we really want to get you, so let's like negotiate. You have no idea how big these companies' purses are, like how big their wallet is. So do not be afraid to charge higher than you would even think. Like, I had no idea that I was going to be able to score a couple 5-figure deals in my second year doing full-time photography, and I just started kind of recently doing videography. So there's a little tip for you about commercial photography and videography. I feel like a lot of YouTubers wouldn't share that because most of the times they would just say it depends on like where you are. And yes, that's true, it does depend, but I want to give you guys actual advice and actual, like, I don't know, a pulse on the market right now. So get into commercial photography and videography if you're really searching for like bigger sources of income. All right, the second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is not really like a tip, but more of a principle to start incorporating into your business, especially like if you're starting out, is don't do hourly rates anymore. Only do project rates. No more hourly rates, only project rates. Back in 2017, I believe, I was still doing hourly rates. Like for grad shoots and family shoots, I would say, okay, and this is a really bad hourly rate because I was, still learning a lot and I was a big fat noob. So I was starting like 35 bucks an hour. Trash rate, super bad rate. So if you're doing $35 an hour, knock it out and like just triple that rate. No, I'm just kidding. Don't triple it because we're not doing hourly rates. Do project rates. So what that means is you are hired and you are inquired by a client to do a family shoot, a wedding, or something along the lines of that. And instead of saying like, hey, like I can do $100 an hour kind of thing, don't do that anymore, because the way that hourly rates work is that the client just benefits the entire time. Like, it's a gigantic win-lose situation where you, the camera guy, camera woman, is losing out on a lot because if you're a very efficient, talented camera work person, you don't earn money for your efficiency's sake. Like, if you're doing an hourly rate, like, you could knock out the project in an hour and you only get $100, but they can walk off happy because they save so much money and they save so much time. So the other side of the spectrum is for hourly rates, people start to penny pinch you because they're like, ooh, hey, like the time is getting a little long, like can we please like hurry it up, I don't want to spend too much money. And then because they're starting to penny pinch you, then you're going to start stressing out and they're going to start pushing you in the wrong direction. That will start to interfere with the creativity that's supposed to be coming out of you because you're supposed to do the shoot for them. So hourly rates is like bad. Don't do it. Project rates is you're going to set that time, say like, hey, we're going to do 2 hours and we're going to do it for this set rate, and if we finish before then, it's still this rate. If we're going to do it, if you want more hours, I will charge you for that. For example, for a wedding, say that I can do 6 hours for $2,000, and if you want 1 extra hour, or for every additional hour, it'll be an extra $350 to $400. That's kind of an extreme example of the additional hour coverage because it kind of disincentivizes them from wasting your time and for them to help you to be more efficient. So with project rates, you know how much money you're going to get, and the client knows how much they're going to spend. So nobody is going to argue about time. Nobody's going to argue about penny pinching. Like, you know how much you're going to get. They know how much they're going to be spending, and you know what you're going to give them, so on and so forth. So project rates, start doing that for your grad shoots, your family shoots, your commercial, your wedding, all that stuff. You could have like a half-day rate, which is like 4 to 5 hours for some people, and then a full day rate, which is like 8 to 10 hours for some people. So mix and match with that. Just don't do hourly wage anymore because you're being penalized for being efficient, and I don't want any of my viewers or any artists out there for being penalized for being more expert, for having more expertise on the craft. Like, what the heck is that about? And the third thing that I want to talk about is raise your rates. Now, here's some risky advice that I'm about to tell you. Again, I'm not an expert on this. You could take it as a grain of salt and implement it however way you want, but try doubling your rates for 2021. Try doubling it. Yeah, you're going to price yourself out of a market. You're going to lose a couple clients, but think about this, especially if you're like an amateur or an intermediate and you're charging like definitely lower than you should. This is just an example, but just think about this. Say, for example, you charge $200 for a family shoot for an hour. You got your project rate and that's it. What happens if you double your rate? So you're now $400 at an hour. And say like for that $200 rate, you had like 10 clients throughout the year. So you're going to make $2,000. Wait, did I do my math right? No, I didn't do my math right. Wait, did I do my math right? No, I did do my math right. So at $200 a pop for 10 clients, you're going to be making $2,000. But if you double that rate and you get $400 going and like half of your clients are like, absolutely not. Like we are not going to pay that much. So you have 5 clients, but you're charging $400 a pop. That's still $2,000. And you earn the same amount of money by doing half the work. It seems kind of sketchy at first because you lost like half of your clientele, but you still make the same amount of money for half the work. And now you have more time to start looking out for more higher price clients and higher price like paying people, so that you can scale your business up and like reach higher heights with your revenue, with your yearly income. For the other people who are more experienced in pricing, yeah, you can't double your $4,000 rate for like everybody, and that will really price you out of a majority market. But don't be afraid to start raising your rates by like 10 to 25%. And this also okay, so this really does depend on like person to person, like what type of work you put out, what type of area you live in. Like, do you live in a metropolitan area, a high income area, a lower income area, a place with like less population? So that really depends. But start raising your rates. I really think that a lot of artists, including myself, are like struggle with that. But shoot higher. Just shoot higher, and sometimes like the market will just correct you. Like they'll just say like, yo, you're charging too much, and then you'll realize for yourself that you're not getting as much clients as you want, or your marketing is like trash and you need to do more marketing. And that's like, you'll learn something from making a move outside of your comfort zone, because this little box that you like put yourself in right now is so small, and the ceiling for how much you can grow is a lot higher than you think. I mean, like coming from me, like I didn't know I could do 5-figure stuff for commercial stuff, but I'm just a regular dude. And you watching are more than capable, or probably equally as capable of doing something that I can do. And this whole channel is trying to grow artists to be better than me, because I don't want to just say like, hey, I'm the best, because there's no point in doing that. So hopefully you can like learn a thing or two from this. And yeah, all right, and that's all I have for you guys for this video. I actually really wanted to get into like more information, and I even posted up a Q&A on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Who's Chris Chu. I will see you there. I also have a Discord chat that I just started, and it's 330 people big at the moment of this recording. So you guys should join in, and I'll maybe talk about some stuff there. But maybe I'll make more of these business videos either every other week, and then like alternate between that podcast style video. I don't know. I've been really on a nice streak, a nice tear of doing a lot of videos, and it's been so fun to do that. But hey, I hope you guys learned a thing or two about this video. I feel like I shared a good amount of knowledge that you might not find in most places. So hey, like the video, subscribe, comment down below, share with your friends, share with a homie who may be struggling with pricing their art, because it's such a nuanced thing. A lot of variables are in play, so some of the things that I've shared might work better for some people, might not work for some people. So, you know, get out there and try it in the new year. You know, 2020 was pretty rough. It's about to come to an end. So hopefully 21 will be a much better year. So hopefully you guys, like, you work hard, you persevere, and never have an ounce of entitlement in you, so that you can work even harder. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all of you. We're almost at the end, and I got a few exciting videos coming down the pipeline. So see you guys in the next video. Peace.